Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Uncle Frank, and I am not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Well, guys, no one on the news is going to tell you, so I will. U.S. lawmakers on Thursday approved the White House request to claw back $9.4 billion from funding already allocated by Congress in a victory for President Trump as he pushes to lock in spending cuts spearheaded by tech billionaire Elon Musk. The vote in the Republican-led U.S. House of Representatives was seen as the first test of how easily Congress could usher into law savings sought by Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, also known as DOGE, just days after his acrimonious exit from the government. You see, guys, the government can cut wasteful spending. They just need to be properly motivated. So maybe cutting waste, renegotiating trade deals in our favor for a change, bringing more manufacturing to the United States to avoid the tariffs, which creates more jobs, cutting taxes, increasing oil output, thereby lowering gas prices and inflation, might be a good overall strategy. Who knows? By now, I'm sure you've heard that Circle, the company that Ripple wanted to buy, came public last Thursday. Circle's price and offerings were raised twice due to increased demand, according to Kramer. And then today, Chime Financial opened at $43 a share compared to its IPO price of $27, symbol CHYM. You see, guys, once Wall Street has one good IPO, you'll see a rash of them, one after another. And since the market has its head up its ass with tariff derangement syndrome, these new companies are finding a good environment to come to market in. For those of you unfamiliar, Chime built a business on free banking, and the stock is soaring in its debut. And that reminds me, I've got a small position in an IPO coming tomorrow for Aero Group Holdings. A shout out to my subscriber, Master of Coin XRP, for reminding me about it. Let me give you guys the broad strokes. So ticker symbol AIRO, IPO price range 14 to 16 per share, shares offered 5 million, deal size 75 million, listing exchange on the NASDAQ, IPO date April 17th, 2025. You see, guys, they wanted to bring it in April, but didn't like the atmosphere then, so now it's going tomorrow. Business segments, drones, avionics, training, and electric air mobility. Revenue, $87 million in the 12 months ending December 31st, 2024. Aero Group Holdings, a company specializing in aerospace and defense technologies, is currently in the process of its initial public offering. The company plans to offer 5 million shares at a price between 14 and 16 per share, aiming to raise 75 million. Aero's IPO is notable for both its timing and its scope, with the company targeting a large total addressable market in the aerospace and defense sector. The company's financial performance in 2024 included a net loss of $47.4 million, despite revenue of $87 million. Additionally, 72% of Aero's revenue was derived from two major clients. Let's dig down on that. Aero Group Holdings does not publicly disclose specific customer details, and you know what that means. But it actually seeks customers for its products and services across various sectors, including government, law enforcement, and commercial enterprises. While not named as major clients in their financials, Aero has stated that they are working with hundreds of prospective customers, including companies like Flapper and Mint Air, as well as organizations like Blade India and Red Wings. Additionally, Aero's electric air mobility division has received multiple contracts with the U.S. Department of Defense. And here's a recap of the action today. After a long wait, Oracle is finally having its moment. Oracle stock soared to a record high after its earnings stunned investors and convinced analysts to up their price targets. Does anyone but me feel like the market should be setting records right now? But the Fed, Wall Street, and the financial press it owns has everyone hypnotized by tariff negotiations. Anyway, the big three were all modestly green today. S&P was up 0.38%, the Dow 0.24%, NASDAQ up 0.24% also. The only loser, the small caps, Russell 2000, down 8.14 to lose 0.38%. If all three of the bigs are up, why is the VIX up 76 cents or 4.4% in a day? That's a warning. Gold held on to 3,400 at 3,403, up 60 cents. And silver, the one nobody wants to talk about, remains above 36 at 36.41, gaining 12 cents or 0.32% today. Now, in addition to the Aero IPO tomorrow, XRP futures should begin trading 24 hours a day. Then, Monday, January 16th, that's the XRP deadline for the expiration of the 60-day temporary pause granted by the Second Circuit in the Ripple case. Then, Tuesday, the 17th, the Fed meeting begins. Wednesday, the 18th, we'll get a rate decision. No, he is not going to help us. And then Friday, the 20th, is quadruple witching, the first day of summer. Meanwhile, if that's not enough drama for you, while protests and riots are springing up everywhere here at home, the U.S. has moved its military into position over in the Middle East. And breaking tonight from Cryptopolitan, dozens of spot crypto ETF filings are pending SEC approval. When Paul Atkins replaced Gary Gensler, things were expected to change with the SEC, and they have to a large extent. However, people have still complained about how sluggish the agency is with the lack of urgency in considering ETF applications. It has delayed making a decision on several spot altcoin exchange-traded funds, and the delay has become a common occurrence in recent months, frustrating many. On Thursday, the SEC shared its next steps on the Bitwise Dogecoin ETF, Grayscale Hedera Trust, and the Van Eck Avalanche ETF. According to the agency, the institution of proceedings does not indicate that the Commission has reached any conclusions with respect to any of the issues involved. However, the Commission seeks and encourages interested persons to provide comments on the proposed rule change. The latest delay comes 2 days after the SEC reportedly requested that spot Solana ETF issuers update their S1 filings. This historically means approval is closer, with Bloomberg's Eric Balchunas estimating that approval could happen within the next 2 to 4 months. As things stand, the SEC is expected to approve dozens of spot crypto ETF filings. However, the agency is taking its time despite the new leadership. Quote, "We have received comments from the SEC and have been asked to address and file an amended S1, which we plan to do shortly," a 21 Shares representative said on Wednesday with regards to the firm's SOL ETF submission. Where's XRP in this conversation, Uncle Frank? Oh, you noticed, huh? That's also peculiar to me, since XRP has more applications in than any other project and for longer. Subscribers to this channel shouldn't be surprised by that, because I've been telling you for weeks that we are being delayed on purpose. Wall Street, BlackRock, Washington, they're protecting their pet project right now, BTC, and they know better than we do that if you let XRP off the leash, it could go ballistic and draw billions away from their antiquated shit project, Bitcoin. Also breaking today, Solana futures open interest hits 7.4 billion amid ETF speculation. Is $200 Solana next? Meanwhile, XRP just dropped under 220 at the time of this recording. Guys, they are protecting certain projects. It's obvious, and ours isn't one of them. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.